Hey everybody, this is going to be a playthrough of the 20-second mission in the Cyclone 3 campaign for the Su-25T. This is a free user-made campaign put out by somebody in the community, so I'll put a download link for that in the video description. Looking at the mission briefing, we got the title Refuellers Destruction. Essentially, we're going to be flying out and destroying a group that's got a bunch of refueling trucks in it. It's just an early afternoon mission. There's plenty of light and just high clouds, so no real visibility problems in this mission. Looking at the loadout, we've got the ELINT pod and a couple of anti-radiation missiles, as well as a bunch of laser-guided missiles. Looking at the allies, we've got a couple of Ka-27 helicopters, 4 Su-25s, and an AN-30. Looking at the threat, we've got 2 SA-8 radar-guided mobile SAM sites and 4 Shoka AAA to deal with. There's also 3 AH-1 helicopters flying around that could be a threat to you if you get low. Looking at the mission planner, the objective of this mission is to destroy this group here. So it's got an SA-8 in the middle, a Shoka on each end, and then 6 refueling trucks mixed in there as well, or 7 actually. So overall plan, we're going to take off out of Sukumi. We're going to fly south to Poti. Best way to find Poti is to look for this big inland lake just east of the city. There's really nothing like that between Sukumi and Poti anywhere else along this stretch here, so that's a pretty good landmark to look for. Once you've located that, come to the northeastern side of Poti and find these parallel railroad and road. If we follow the road, we're going to find first this other group that's not our objective, but that we're going to want to attack a little bit. So following that road, we'll line up and we'll find the SA-8 kind of in the middle of there. They've got an SA-8 with them, as well as Shokas on each end of their group as well. So the first thing we want to do is make sure that SA-8 is dead, either by the AI or yourself. So if you're going to kill it yourself, the best thing to do probably is to come well southwest of Poti. You could maybe line up on this little lagoon. So line that lagoon up with this road, and that'll get you in good alignment with the SA-8. You can try to attack this with the ELINT pod and the anti-radiation missiles, but given that this guy's sitting on a narrow road in between trees, there's a pretty good chance that the anti-radiation missiles are going to hit trees on their way in, even if you're lined up perfectly. So there's a good chance you'll probably have to kill this with a Vicar instead. So after you've attempted with your anti-radiation missiles, if you need to use your Vicar, the best way to do that is to get lined up on that road again, turn the ELINT pod on, lock up this SA-8, and then turn the Shkval on. That's going to slew the Shkval right to where the ELINT pod is pointed, so you don't have to find that unit yourself. And then at that point, you turn the ELINT pod off, and then fine-tune your Shkval pipper so that you can lock up that SA-8 and you can fire a Vicar at it. As long as you get your Vicar off before he shoots, then the Vicar's probably going to win the race. Once he's dead, his missile will be stupid, so he's really no threat anymore. So after you've killed that SA-8 or ensured that something has killed it, you'll probably have noticed that the rest of these units will have scattered left and right across each side of the road. So this Vicar or this Shoka in the back probably won't be viewable anymore, so you're probably not going to be able to attack that reasonably. But the Shoka at the south end and the front, given that its starting position is not too close to any trees, when it scatters left or right, it's probably still going to be somewhere that you can attack it. So you're going to want to kill that too, just to make the area a little bit safer before you bring your wingman in. I forgot to mention, as you're coming south to Poti, you probably just want to anchor your wingman well north until you can clean up these SA-8s. Otherwise, he's probably going to get shot down pretty quickly. So once you've cleaned up that SA-8 and whatever Shokas you can kill here, we're going to get lined up on that road again and just follow it northeast until we find the second group that's really our objective here. So wherever this is, same deal, we're going to want to kill that SA-8 first and then the Shokas on each end. And again, when you kill that SA-8, the rest of the units are going to scatter left and right of the road. So if it's convenient, if you time it right, it'd be nice to attack this group when it's not either in some trees like over here or surrounded by buildings on each side of the road like here. If you could wait till it's one of these more clear areas, that'd be great. There are trees that line this road pretty much the whole way, so you can't completely get away from trees being a problem, but it would be worse hitting it right here in the city or in the thicker parts of the forest over here. So wait till it's out in one of these more clear areas and then hit that SA-8 and the rest will scatter. From there, try to find those Shokas and kill them as well. And once you've done that, call your wingman to you and you can start sending him in on targets. Best way to use him is either to lock something up on the Shkval and then direct your wingman to attack your target, or this mission is configured with this group as a primary target on this specific waypoint. So you can tell your wingman to attack the primary group, and he will effectively attack these guys. So he won't just fly around attacking random stuff. So once you've killed everything in this group, you're going to have to get the text telling you to RTB. At that point, you just fly back to Su-25T and land there. And once you've landed, you'll get the mission success notification, and you can end the mission. All right, start the mission. Close the canopy, turn on the electrical, get the engine started, flaps down, nav mode. Tell ATC we're starting up.
Уклад 103. Запуск. 103. Уклад. Запуск разрешаю. Ветер у земли 300. Скорость 7 метров в секунду.
All right, engines are almost ready. Request taxi to see which runway we get.
103. Руление. 103.
Runway 30. It's left to right from this perspective, so we'll taxi out to the left. We got the runway over here, so straighten out and take off as soon as possible. No need to wait for the wingman. I will turn around and get to waypoint 1. I'm not going to follow the waypoints too closely. I'm going to hang out over the water, spot Pody from the shore, or from the water along the coast, and then come in probably from the southwest. And we got a long, boring flight ahead at this point, so I'll put timestamps in the video description if you want to skip this part. Alright, that might be Pody down there. I'll have to get a little closer to see for sure. Just gonna switch it to waypoint 2 at this point. Yeah, pretty sure that's Pody out there. So I'll get the pod on it, and we'll start looking for those roads. Oh, there we got some units on the road there, but they're going to be hidden behind the trees. Alright, we're starting to see hits on the RWR, so those SA-8s are starting to see us. I think that's an SA-8 there that kind of looks like it's looking at us. I'm gonna anchor the wingmen out here, keep them safe in those SA-8s. Alright, I can see that railroad, and then the road just to the south of that the units will be coming down. Alright, I'll get turned around and see if I can line up on the SA-8 in the group that's closer to the coast. I'm guessing those missiles didn't quite thread their way in the trees there. So we'll hit it with a Vicar instead. I will go launch permission override, get a missile off. Alright, got that first SA-8. See if we can hit this Shilka. Alright, there's still the second Shilka in that group, but it's probably in the trees somewhere. We can look for it as we come back around, but probably don't need to worry about it. I don't see that Shilka, so we'll just ignore it. Turn the Elin pod back on, find that other group. I might be able to get a missile off on this guy. Probably not with the trees. So we need to come left a little bit. That's a little bit better. We'll come a little bit more left. There we go. We got a lock on the SA-8. Alright, even if he fires at this point, my missile will win the race, so I'm not too worried. Let's see if we can hit one of these Shilkas as well. That guy. Alright, I'll call the wingman to me and we'll start sending him on targets in a moment. Alright, we got a couple fireballs to work with there, that's nice. There's the other Shilka, so I'll hit that myself. I'll send the wingman in on something else though.
Звено, атакуй мою цель.
Второй, принял. Второй, работаю по земле. Второй, на боевом.
Alright, that other Shilka really is a threat, so we'll be a little bit more careful about that. We'll just make sure not to run right up the road like that again.
Второй, наблюдаю воздушную цель. 10 часов. Второй, занимаю строй.
Звено,
Send the wingman on
атакуй
that.
мою цель.
We'll take this one.
Второй, принял. Второй, работаю по земле.
See if we can sneak it around the trees here.
Второй, обнаружена цель.
Got some damage on it, but not destroyed.
Удаление 4.
We'll come at it from the east.
Боевом. Второй, пуск ракеты. Второй, обнаружена цель. Объект.
Alright, left engine is struggling a bit, so we'll have to try to keep the RPMs up.
Второй, цель уничтожена.
At this point, I'll just tell the wingman to attack the primary group. He can find targets on his own.
Звено,
Второй, понял. Второй, работаю по земле. Прошел ППМ-2 на 5000. Второй, на боевом. Второй, пуск ракеты. Второй.
Alright, that's all the targets destroyed, so it's time to RTB. So we got our long, boring flight home. So again, timestamps in the video description if you want to skip this. All right, we got mission success. That'll do it.